Hello, and this is King here with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today I'm going to be tackling some Arena Gold 5 using bomb teams. So I've got 4 teams to sort of show off. We'll get straight into it and then I'll talk to you about the teams. So the first team I'm going to show off here is called the bombtastic. So this team here is awesome. It utilizes 2 bomb champions, increase accuracy, increase speed, and a buff removal, and of course also Lady Kimmy comes in with the possible chance of placing block buffs. Anyway, let's get into it. So she can lead off with her A3 or her A2, but with this specific team I come off with the A3. So she places increased speed, some turn meter, and increased accuracy. That's the big buff here on all of our allies. And then, of course, she has a chance to strip the 1 buff from the enemy team, but they had none. And her accuracy isn't that great because she is built to be a fast champion. Then we've got Prince Kaima. So he comes in with his, removes all buffs, and places a sleep debuff for 1 turn. So he drops that on everybody, so that way my 2 bomb champions can be rather slow. But Gaius isn't too slow, so he comes in again with his bombs, his 2 bombs for 2 turns, and a sleep. The sleep is nothing really. And then we have Lord Shazar, the really key member in all of my teams. So he comes in with the self buff, so he places increased attack and block debuffs, and then he comes in and places bombs. Now if he hits a critical hit, it drops his bomb detonation countdown by 1 turn, but it also drops Gaius Gleeful's bomb countdown by 1 turn, if it's a critical hit. Which means, as you can see, Vogoth there has now got 3 instead of on a 1 turn cooldown, so he's dead straight up. Rain Beast, he's got 2 hits. Now Lord Shazar's hit for about 35k when he's got the increased attack, and Gaius the Gleeful, who doesn't have the increased attack, his hit for about 30k. So really high damage just from 2 bombs. You're going to kill 95% of the champions in Arena, which is awesome. Now the beautiful thing about this is that Kaima also comes in with the reset chance, so he just brings in that extra chance that you can just run it all over again. But with this team here, I'm just going to go for the seal kill, just because, you know, she's a weak, strong affinity for Lord Shazar, and yeah, we'll just let it run through auto now. Easy team, solid team. It beats almost all of the teams in Gold 5, and I'm sure it'll smash most of the teams in Gold 4 and below very easily. They also hit pretty hard, so you'd be surprised. So Lord Shazar with the 173k, Gaius the Gleeful with 118. Easy team, don't get me wrong, real easy team, but that was just to show the team. So we'll just run the team now on auto, and let it run through a few battles, and you can just see how it goes. Now, the thing about Arena with me is that the most limited resource for me is time. So I like quick wins, I like winning, but what I like better than taking a long time to win is losing quickly. So I got no problem with a loss here and there, as long as it's a quick loss. So it's a 13-second, you know, for that most teams there. A single arbiter. Whew, are we going to be able to beat this one? I don't know. But yeah, it's a really cool team, and it's just so basic. And the beautiful thing about this team is that we're just placing so many bombs, getting so much damage, and from 2 different affinities. So if we come across weak affinity teams, or weak affinity champions in teams, such as this team here, which has 2 magic affinity champions, which means Lord Shazar isn't going to be off to the best start here. But that's alright, because we've got Gaius the Gleeful coming in. The only problem with this sort of comp style is that if Lord Shazar doesn't hit the critical hit, and he'll wake them all up from asleep and everything, the bombs will still be on for 2 turns. We got lucky here, but if that is the case, obviously I take it off auto. Kaima obviously does his reset and increase stuff. Oh wow, they actually beat us in, that's pretty cool. But yeah, then you go to Gaius's A3, which automatically detonates bombs on 1 champion, and then hits again, ignore and unkillable. And for ally protection, bombs don't phase it, for because the bombs just, yeah, they just smack. It's pretty awesome. I love bombs, they're so cool. I like bombs in the game, better rephrase that. So against the new set that you're slowly seeing more of, but I was expecting to see a lot more of it, but I just haven't quite come across too much of it, is the Guardian, not the Guardian, sorry, the Bolster set. So the Bolster set, I figured that this team here would be the ultimate team to beat it, because I'm getting 60 and 60, so 120k from the first round of bombs, and then of course Kai'Ma does the reset, so we get another 120 odd k. So it's a lot of damage from bombs, and that's bonus damage pretty much, because the champions do hit pretty nice as well. So in terms of all of that damage, there's no chance that the best bolster set team could even survive that. And then of course, even if you got a Surga, Warcaller, or any of the ally protection, let's go with that champions, the bombs are going to deal the damage to deal with that, no issue whatsoever. I wasn't too sure if I was going to win the speed race here, but I guess I got lucky. So yeah, so this here might be a good option. Is he going to weak hit on Tronda? He does. So this is when I do take it off auto, but it doesn't matter. Gaius dies, detonates bombs. It's the other beautiful thing. Build him squishy, happy days. So that's another really cool part. I forgot to mention with this at the start with that team. We'll do one more battle with this team, and then we'll see if we can try out one of the other of the 4 teams, sorry. So as you can see, we win quickly, easy enough. Gaius got a weak hit there on that champion, but that's fine because we've got the other champions. Easy does it. Bada boom, bada bang. Alright, new list. What do we got? Okay, we got a Torment. Ooh, that team looks crazy. We got 3 Torments. Alright, so I'll show you the team I use for Torment and Hegemons. So this is the team I call Demolition Crew. So this team here, it depends if you've got the accuracy on Morley Tankard. The team actually works best if Lady Kimmy leads off with the A2 first, also depending on what buffs they have. But if you're not sure if your Morley Tankard has got enough accuracy, then of course you go for the increased accuracy. The reason I say all of this is because Lady Kimmy is so fast compared to my Lord Shazar, is that she gets 2 turns before he gets his first turn. But we'll just go with the A3 to start off, just so I know I've got the accuracy for her. Now as you can see, champions get frozen. Lord Shazar didn't, but Rio Bone Speed does the cleanse and the block debuffs. Kimmy has a second turn, and then Lord Shazar places bombs. Does he get Syl with the bombs? He does not. So everyone's got bombs there except for Syl, so you could press auto and just target Syl. That works just fine. But what we're going to do is we're just going to let everybody do their thing. Let him die and revive himself, blah blah blah. And then I'm going to get young Rio Bonespear there, and she's going to use an A2 on the Frozen Torment. Alright, sorted. So the reason I like to do that, because when champions are frozen, they take less damage, so I like to get the defense down and the weaken on Torment. It just makes it quicker. But obviously, as you can see, I sort of messed up here with the manualing and all that, so it's a long fight. So in general, they're usually pretty quick fights, except for the Torment just with his revive, and that's why I wait for her A2. But nevertheless, when you're manualing and trying to show teams, it always comes out a little bit slow. But Torment teams, Torment slow things down, so you can skip past Torments, or if you've got the time, you can go for them. So we'll just run this team on full auto. I'm not sure if we'll get the win because they were versing a Rotos and a Duchess, plus a Mashald. He's pretty awesome in Arena, but we'll see what happens. Lady Kimmy landing those smites, even though she's only level 1, that's pretty good fun. So we're going to get the win here pretty easily. Like I said, I usually take it off auto there and make sure Rio Bone Spear does her A1, so that way when Torment does his revive, she can use her A2 then. But all is all well. Bang. Decrease speed. Probably not the best thing while he's frozen. And yeah, you just cycle through the team, cycle through the abilities. It's an easy team. It almost guarantees the win. But of course, when I'm farming Arena, I do the slight menu with Rio Bone Spear to speed things up. Of course, there are other methods, but this is just a simple method where I don't really have to change my teams or champions, and I can just run Rio Bone Spear in her basic Doom Tower setup. There was one more Torment team, yep. So this team here, I doubt we're going to win the speed battle. It looks like a crazy strong built team, and then Torment's just there as a little CC option. So I doubt we'll win the speed race, which means we're probably going to lose. But that's alright, because I'm sure it'll be quick with their Tronda hits. So yeah, that's why it's also really good to lead off with her A2, because if she uses the A2 and then she gets the decrease and whatnot, it makes it a hell of a lot easier for Morley Tankard to not get interrupted. But I suppose we sort of got lucky there anyway. Whoops. Oh no, that's all good. Yep, and then she comes in with that, and back on the auto. Easy. So a team I thought we were going to lose, it was actually an easy win. So that's that team. So that's 2 teams we've shown off now. So the other teams we got, we'll go against this one here, is the Total Combustion team. So this is my real control team. So instead of having a second bomber or a Rotos or a Rio for cleansing and whatnot, I come in with Morley Tankard for the crowd control, which is really good against cardios. In case something happens with the bombs, like he somehow resists one, or he's got some blessing or something to remove one, or he just simply has an insane amount of HP, and he doesn't die when he goes. The CC from Morley Tankard just means that he doesn't get the opportunity to cleanse everybody, which is pretty critical. So it's an easy win. This is my more high-end team. I'm surprised. It feels like it's almost a weak team, but it actually happens to be the Swift Parry gear. Didn't expect to see that one. But it actually happens to be my more high-end team. The team that, against those really high-end champions, when I get near the end of Gold 5, it's the team that I'm almost always running. So we'll just do one more run with this team. We'll go against an Ultimate Death Knight. Sounds like fun. Very easy team though, it should be a simple win. Shouldn't wait for a higher. I'll go for that team of all those empowered champions. I doubt we'll get the win, but hey, it'd be worth a try. The other good thing about this team is that with that new blessing, the armored one, because Rhea Bone Spear, she gets a hit in, Kaima gets a hit in, with Gaius Lethal you get a hit in, and then of course Lord Chazar also gets a hit in. So you're getting so many hits that you're going to bypass that armor anyway. Whatever it's called, I can't quite remember that blessing. And then for Stone Skin, bombs do more damage, so happy days. So run that team on full auto against this team here. This team looks pretty epic. I'm curious to see what actually happens here. And also the other beautiful thing about all these bombs is that because you get the Karma reset, you get to drop bombs off twice, which is just insane. So there you go, Siffy and Duchess, they both survived 2 bomb hits, so they're stacked with HP. Unfortunately, Morley Tankard did die, so I actually lost my crowd control, but with the speed that I've got going and the reset and the bombs, it's a win. In under 30 seconds, we smashed that team. And they have some, they got 3 blessings on there, only singles, but a double from Siffy. Real strong team power, not that that means a lot, but then again it can also mean resistance, and my team is a high accuracy team, so that's a big deal. 2 DPS champions, bit of a weird setup, but an easy win nonetheless. Alright, so we got one more team to sort of showcase, and against the teams that are available, it's not really what that team's built for. So I might just cut and I'll just finish these teams off and then see if I can find one that team will suit. But that team is the Double Tap team. Okay, so here we go. We've got a couple of the teams that I want to show the Double Tap team, but first we've also got a Hegemon team here. So I'll show you that other team, the Demolition Crew team, against a Hegemon. And the reason I like this team against Hegemon, it looks like a pretty strong team, so we'll see how it actually goes. But I've actually got Rhea Bone Spear. She is in Guardian set, just try and keep everybody alive. Now the beautiful thing is that Morley Tankard's passive gives everyone a turn meter boost, and then Lady Kimmy, even if she gets locked out, which she has, her A1 will decrease turn meter on the champion with the highest speed, which is that Arbiter there. Bang bang. And then Morley Tankard is of course in immunity, so she doesn't get controlled, but Rhea Bone Spear happened to go before her. With the big cleanse, the block debuffs, then we come in, we get the provoke, easy does it, bang bang bang, we still get the increased accuracy and also a possible strip. Now strip out of 3 out of 4, not bad, And then of course, Lord Shazar comes in, he does his buffs, his awesome stuff, and then of course we'll just use the A2 on him. And it's, yeah, very simple win. Of course, if I was on full auto, it would be a lot quicker, but very simple and pretty quick. So that's that team against a Hegemon. It's actually better suited for a Hegemon team versus a Torment team. So yeah, so Rio Bone Spear, she's in Guardian set, which is what I run on her. I believe it's like the set perfectly built for her in Doom Tower, Clan Boss, and Arena. It's just an amazing set for her. She brings the heals and everything. The beautiful control and all of the stuff is just fantastic. Rio in Guardian set, and it just really ties that team up to be really good. So that's that team. And the other team, there's two teams in this refresh list. This is the easier one first. So the double tap team. This one is to bypass the unkillable. Of course, instead of a Rotos, you could use a Genbo. Again, with all these teams, there are substitutions. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of substitutions with all these high-end legendaries that I've got running. But with this team here, I'm on full auto, and then I just target click Skull Crown, or whoever it may be. So everybody does the AoE stuff anyway, and then of course Rotos comes in with the bang, done. And I've actually got his A2 turned off just so he has more chances to run those extra turn procs with his A1. But he leads him with his A3, which is the Ignore Unkillable. And then one more down here with the Leorius the Proud. Now this team is strong. I'm not too sure how we're going to go against this team. They look busted, but we'll give it a run. So again, I'll target Leorius and just have it on full auto. So we get the increased accuracy, the strip, the sleep, the decreased stuff. Leorius with all his counterattacks, we get some bombs out of there, and then bang, we get the unkillable. He's got his couple A1s to try and deal a bit more damage, but so be it. Bombs kill everyone, but then of course Duchess comes up because her bombs were, some of them were on a 2-turn, but easy does it. Look at that crazy good team in just under 30 seconds. Bang, bang, bang. Lord Shazar 172. Rotos in there with just under 100k. Kimmy in there with 53. Sounds confusing, but she's got the Smite blessing on her, which helps a bit. And then I run Smite on her, Brimstone or whatever you may call it, because I use her in Hydra, so the Smite just really helps. And yeah, Prince Kaima and Rotos, no blessings. So that's the team I use. That's why it's called the double tap, because I get that extra hit and drop any of those unkillable champions. So those are the teams I run. Now in terms of what you can use instead, replacement champions and all that sort of stuff. So it really relies on having a good bomb champion. It's all based around bombs, naturally. It's bomb teams. But the reason why I went with bombs is, so in my gear, I built my arena teams dependent on the gear I have on my account. And it should be different for every single person. So the gear you have on your account should depend on what sort of teams you build. I love when I see all those bombs go off, even though it's so quick you can't see the damage. So I don't have the craziest speed gear, I don't have the craziest nuking gear, and also don't have the craziest nuking champions. So, but I do have pretty much all of the good bomb champions. Lord Shazar has the fastest arena aura, which is awesome at 32% speed. And he also has a really good bomb synergy in his kit, because he can make 2 bombs on for a 1-turn cooldown, and he also brings the self buff with the increased attack. Which means I don't need an Arbiter in this team, so I can just go straight to a Lady Kimmy, who is a faster base speed than Arbiter, and she also has the increased accuracy in her kit, plus the other things. And then Kaima, of course, all in there supporting. So in terms of replacement champions, which I think is where I was trying to get, so you need your bomb champion, whoever that is. Maybe you've got, what's his name? Soul Drinker. So maybe you've got Soul Drinker. So he doesn't have any aura or anything that can work for the team, but you might run him with a Gagorab or maybe even an Arbiter if you got her. So he's your bomb champion. Gagorab, Arbiter, they're your speed, whether it's the aura and then of course the increase turn meter and the increase attack. So then you might want to go with an accuracy champion. Unfortunately, there's not too many easily accessible accuracy champions with an ability. There is Stagnite, but his is on a passive, and you have to get a resistance before you get the increased accuracy. So there's a bit of thing there. But then you go with the crowd control. So I'm using Keimer because he comes in with a strip. But a better champion, not a better, but an alternative champion could be Cornelia, because she has the guaranteed sleep on her A2, which is awesome, and she doesn't hit, which means there's no weak hit chance, which means she's just going to place it. And then another amazing champion for bomb teams, one of the best champions for bomb teams if you don't have a Keimer and great gear, is Orion the Conjurer. The reason being, she has a strip and a weaken. And the thing about weaken is that it increases bomb damage. I'm not sure how I've got her built, but I'll take Gaius out and I'll put her in, and we'll just run the team and see if she's got the gear to actually be able to do it. But we go with, of course, your turn meter champion. And let's say Ryan the Conjurer was going here. So you go with Ryan the Conjurer for the strip. Here we go. And then you'll go with Cornelia or somebody like that for the crowd control. So Ryan the Conjurer, look at that, she got weakened all the way around. And of course, if there anything needed more to get stripped, then she would have done that. And then you can go into your bomb champion. Bang, and that bomb's going to do 45k each bomb with weaken. That is amazing. And another reason to truly love bombs. Bang. And she's also got a revive. So she can be a very, very solid. Really good, especially for the defense teams. Like if you've got a crazy team, you could run a Gaius the Lethal in like a stone skin, a Mithrala, a Ryan the Conjurer, and somebody else. So yeah, so Ryan the Conjurer, not a champion to be overlooked at all. Really, really good champion, especially for bomb synergy teams. I don't know what I'm doing here to sit auto. See, I just wanted to see that 45k hit per bomb, which is just insane. So yeah, really good options there. So like I was saying, back to it. So this team, I don't know if we'll actually be able to beat that team. We'll go with, here we go. This would be a good team to show off, like a lower team. No, it wasn't. Oh, it was the team I was fighting against. Never mind. So, for example, you could have your Arbiter. Oops. Your Arbiter, I don't know if any of these champions are built. So your Arbiter, your Soul, your Ryan the Conjurer, your Soul Drinker, and I know Cornelia's not built. So who else do I have for crowd control? Molly Tankard. Alright. So instead of Molly Tankard, I'd have like a Cornelia or any other CC champion. So we win the speed race. Arbiter comes in with their increased attack, turn meter. Ideally, Ryan the Conjurer will come in first in case they have immunity set on. Bang, bang, bang. You can do whatever you want here. Attacks all enemies, places. Yep, that's the bomb one. So he's not built at all. He got 2 bombs on Arbiter and 1 bomb on Razin. So yeah, so he's not built. What a shame. Would have been nice to show him off. Probably should have built him. But yeah, so ordinarily in a team like this, I'd never use a Soul Drinker anymore. And in fact, I would be using a Gaius the Lethal with Orion the Conjurer, because they have a really good synergy together. So yeah, we'll just ditch this and then just come back in for some revenge with the proper team. So bang. Oh, look at that, she's not geared either. Yeah, who wants gear on the champions? That's just weird. We'll go with bombtastic. Mr. Bombastic. Alright. Well, it's coming for some revenge, and then I'll show you the champion builds. Sorry for dragging you out. I really dragged this one out a little bit, trying to show off teams that I hadn't built. Okay, my bad. If you're still around watching, thanks. Alright, we'll get into the champion builds now, and I'll show you what we've got going on there. So, where am I? I was in Arena and... That's what I was doing, champion build, sorry. Champions. So we've got Lady Kimmy, she's not crazy fast, but the aura and blessing helps with a bit. 360, but she's there for her speed and maybe a little bit of accuracy. Again, she's in a Hydra build as well, so good HP, good defense, good speed, critical rate, and accuracy. That's what she's there for. So pretty much just to go first and deal with everything. Now Lord Shazar, I've got him in a full perception set. I've got him running in an accuracy banner and here we go, and an accuracy chest, because the most important thing is accuracy. You can stack on a ton of attack, but it's going to be no good with bombs if you're not landing them. So accuracy is the most important thing with the bomb champion. You need high attack, but accuracy. So I prioritize accuracy, then I prioritize attack, but with Lord Shazar you have to have that 100% crit rate as well. And speed I do not care about, because I've got that much control, that many speed champions with Kaima and Kimmy. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm going to place the sleeps, I'm going to be all good. So I've actually got him in attack boots. Here we go, I'll show you. I've got attack boots, attack percentage boots, with good speed, bit of crit rate. Now his gloves here, attack percentage gloves with a triple critical rate. That's pretty sweet. And then of course attack, accuracy, a little bit of speed, accuracy, attack, a little bit of speed, critical rate again, triple roll, accuracy and speed. And then of course accuracy on the banner with attack percentage and a tiny bit of speed, and then attack amulet with some accuracy. And then I've also gone with a reaction ring just in case I get hit in those other teams, with a triple attack on the substat. So that's what he is, just accuracy, attack, and make sure you get the crit cap. And with booking him, if you get lucky like I did, this is all you need. He's an arena champion, you've got a Kaima in there for reset, you don't need to throw in a whole lot of books for all these other bits. All you need is a 100% bomb chance and you're good to go. So who else did we have? We had a Rio Bone Spear. So she was in a Guardian set, built pretty fast, and yeah. So she's in there for Doom Tower build, can be a clan boss champion. This build currently is, what is it? I can't remember. 87% critical rates, that's still pretty good. But yeah, solid champion, just with speed. That's all you need. You can build a fast Rio Bone Spear, a fast with high resistance, and that's great for arena. Probably the best for arena. Alright, then we also had, so we had a Rotos in there. So he's just built with pure damage and absolutely no speed whatsoever. So crit cap, 258 damage, 5.5k in attack, 109 speed. Because like I said, he's just there to clean up any of the unkillable champions, whether it's Swift Parry, Skullcrown, Leorius, whoever it may be. So he's just built to smack hard and go once. And also he's got that passive here, where if he gets smacked real hard, he will get a turn anyway. So I didn't care about speed for him, not one bit. Then we've got Gaius the Gleeful. So he's very similar build to Razin, but I also opted for a stone skin set here. It's my best stone skin gear on him. I haven't quite got a lot of it, but he comes in with 6.3k attack, and the crazy thing about his attack is that his bomb modifiers are higher than Lord Shazar's. That's why he's almost able to do the same bomb damage but without an increased attack buff. And then of course with 471 accuracy, so not anywhere near as enough, but still pretty good. So that's Gaius the Gleeful. Same rules with pretty much all your bomb champions. So then we had Kaima. So he's just fast, high accuracy. So 313 speed, so that way after Lady Kimmy he's not going to get interrupted. And then 563 speed, so that way he doesn't miss his sleeps or buff strip. That's it. That's all I'm going for with him. Then we also had, that was pretty much it. We had a Morley Tankard in there. She was just in an immunity set, built to be as fast as I can. Unfortunately, this is the fastest I can get her in immunity set. Hence why the team she runs in, it's better to lead off with Lady Kimmy's A2 rather than A3. But because I don't have that great accuracy on her either at 453, I sort of do need to go with an A3. So that's her there. Built, decent defense. probably low on the HP for arena, but is what it is. Really high critical rate. I must be running critical rate gloves. Probably should swap those out for HP gloves. Yes, but I do have a double speed roll on them, maybe that's why. So that's it. So that's my arena champions, why I use bombs, and how effective they are. I can farm arena gold 5 right up to the platinum bar, but of course I've never gone to it to fight platinum. I doubt I could. I don't think I have the gear or the champions to do that, as I'm just running straight up pure bomb champions. But as you can see, it works great for me. My team is strong, teams I should say, and they work just fine. Now, if I could get my Rehoboam spear faster, I would actually swap Morley Tankard out for a Prince Karma, because then you get the buff strip, the sleep, and you get the reset. So yeah, that could be a lot better, but that's as fast as I'm running my Kimmy, so I need that Morley Tankard in immunity, as she's got my best immunity gear on. So yeah, just a little quick side note at the end there. Thank you so much for watching the video and coming right to the end. I am surprised if anybody does, but thank you very much if you did. My first arena video, I like fighting in arena, but obviously I'm not very familiar with videos for it. So if you want to say anything, don't hesitate to comment below. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Au revoir.